welcome back to my channel. My name is Eva and I'm so glad that you found us. Today I've got a dehydrating thing to do, so I thought I would bring you along and show you what I'm doing. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing as we're bringing out new content all the time. I will also be showing this week's £1.50 pantry challenge that I do. So let's jump into this dehydrating. Okay, now that's done. I'm going to get the rest of it on here. And you can use this, it's great for thickening like soups and stews. You use it like a tomato paste. So that way there is truly never any waste. Might thin out that other tray just a little. Trying to get it all roughly the same sort of thickness. Just running my finger around that edge because that's where it gets the thickest. There we are. So that's two of them. Right. Now let me get set up for the third tray and I will be back. Okay. And this is cranberry pulp that we're going to do exactly the same on. And we'll wait until it's all dry, and then all you do is powder it in a food processor or a coffee grinder. So just a couple of ways where you can have zero waste. This I will use to flavour things like cakes, oatmeal, something that's got, you're going to add sugar to, because obviously it's going to be quite tart. But I probably will add to this one. So, there we are. All I'm just doing is trying to spread out as thinly and as evenly as I can so it all dehydrates at the same time, so I don't want any thick patches. I want it all nice and sort of similar. I thought I would show you that you can do no waste, so if you guys are making anything with cranberries, cranberry sauce or whatever, then this is what you can do with your pulp. And this will just go to a fine powder. Add a lot of flavour to different things, so that's going to go on the dehydrator as well. Okay, I forgot about these. I've got used cinnamon sticks. It was only in some cranberry mixture about 5 or 6 minutes. So I'm going to put these on the dehydrator as well, and what I will do is I will dry them out and then use them for some teas, so I can make myself some spiced teas and things like that. And you just stick it in your cup, and or use them for decorations once they've lost all the flavour out of them. I don't like anything. I've got one little cayenne pepper from the garden, so I'm just going to chop that up. and put that on the dehydrator as well. While it's on, it can just go ahead and dehydrate lovely for me. And then that's my cayenne pepper. Make sure I'm not going to get anything everywhere. Might as well make use of that half tray from the Cranberry. I always like putting full trays on my dehydrator. I don't make half trays, because if my dehydrator's got to be going, then it might as well do full trays. So that can now go in there. Seeds as well. There we are. And while we're here, we'll do the £1.50 pantry challenge. This week's goodies are some chocolate, because in a pantry you've got to have some nice bits, stuff that, you know, is a bit of a treat. So we've got Ms. Molly's dark chocolate. This is all from Tesco's, and I will link up in the iCard up here a video I did explaining why I do the £1.50 pantry challenge, but I give you a brief overall. Is I'm trying to show people that you can stock a pantry on a very, very small amount of money. So each week I put £1.50 aside, go to the shops and see what I can get. Now we go from treats to ingredients to convenience foods to personal care to paracetamol, ibuprofen, plasters, bandages, mouthwash, all sorts, absolutely all sorts. So what I will try and do is also link a second thing in the iCard on the amount that we had a few weeks back. I show you roughly what we had, so that'll give you an idea on how much we've got so far. So anyway, this week's £1.50 is obviously treats, and we have the dark chocolate, Miss Molly's white chocolate, Miss Molly's milk chocolate. Now these can be eaten as is, or they can be used to make fudge, cakes, Rice Krispie treats, whatever. You can use them for anything. And a couple of kids sweets. So I've got a drumstick and refreshers. That was just to make up the odd 20 pence I had left over. So there we are for those. So my kids will be happy of that when I finish doing the whole £1.50 pantry challenge. So there's this week's. Okay guys, this is what I was meaning. This is actually pumpkin. Many trays of pureed pumpkin that I am just breaking up into small pieces. That one's got it's in my little coffee grinder. So that's all I do, is just small pieces, put the lid on, and then we pulp. And there we are, pumpkin powder. So I won't show you doing the rest, it's not worth it. You get an idea on what I'm going to be doing with the tomato and the cranberry. Okay, that there is 6 trays of pumpkin powder there. That was 2 large pumpkins, one weighed in at about a stone in weight, and that's a little half-pint jar. So I'll be using this to thicken like soups and stews. I can use this to make dog treats. I can use this to make sweet stuff like pumpkin bread, pumpkin cookies, and all of the above. So thought I would show you. And then again with the cranberry and the tomato, I'll be using the tomato for thickening soups and stews and that sort of thing. And the cranberry will probably go into things like cakes, cookies, maybe oatmeal, anything like that. I love using dehydrated powders. They are great. It makes it no waste, full of nutrition, so we can't complain. Editing Eva here, realising I actually hadn't done an outro. So, please give dehydrating a try. And I love dehydrating things and grinding it down to a powder. It just adds a boost of flavour as well as nutrients to anything that you're cooking or baking. It's really good, and of course, zero waste is always good too. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing as we're bringing out new content all the time. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Bye and take care.